Georgia is a very beautiful country. Very hospitality people.
Georgia is an amazing country. Considered the birthplace of wine and sparsely populated with less than 4 million people, Georgia has the highest mountain range in all of Europe, the Caucasus, which form the border between Georgia and Russia. The Svaneti region in the northern part of the country is home to tiny remote villages with 1,000-year-old stone towers decorating the landscape. Trekking from Mazeri and the Ushba Glacier to Ushguli has to be one of the best treks in all of Europe and is still very much under the radar.
Ooh, that was a long marshrutka ride. It took about 10 hours. It's 5 p.m. I have finally made it here to the beautiful little village of Mazeri. Looking forward to finding a spot to stay. I'm already 2.5 miles in, and the guest house dog is following me. I guess that's okay. I'll assume he'll find his way back. I don't think he's gonna stay with me the whole time, but it has happened before where dogs have joined me for not short hikes or trail runs to stay with me the entire way. We are 4.5 miles up from the village and have made it to one of the biggest waterfalls in all of Georgia, I believe, Shdugra Waterfall. And got some good company. Someone stayed with me the entire way. My furry friend and I have taken the loop trail here around Shdugra Waterfall. We're trying to stay on the trail, but it is really closed up here. Just trying not to backtrack so I can make it up and start heading towards the glacier at some point, but this is pretty thick. Good job. Oh, this has proven to be a little more challenging than I expected. Working my way up to the glacier here, back there at the river crossing. I lost the dog. He didn't want to come across. It was a pretty tough crossing. So the dog from the guest house, I hope he knows how to make his way down. I feel a little guilty, but they say dogs always know how to go home, right? He's back. You made it. Good job. Good job, buddy. First signs here of the glacier that feeds the waterfall. Someone's back and in good form. Oh, careful. So I am technically on top of what should be the glacier here, but the glacier has been... Oh. Okay, don't try to walk and talk. These rocks are way too loose. Ouch, that was a good hit. Glacier's clearly been receding a lot because on the map it looks like I'm walking right on top of it. There's strips of it off here to the side. My buddy's back with me again, thank goodness. But I'm gonna walk up a little bit farther because I'm pretty committed at this point. Getting farther up towards a bigger part of the glacier up ahead. Some of these crevasses out here are getting big, so I'm trying to lead, come on. Trying to lead my buddy here around them so he does not fall in any of these ones because that would not be a happy day. No, don't take that one, go around. Go around, there you go, good. What a cool moment up here with 3, count them. 1, 2, and then 3 back there off in the distance. Huge glaciers behind me. What an awesome day out here. I can see why people like to hike in the high Caucasus in North Georgia in Svaneti, not too far here from Mesti. I mean, how can you not love dogs? I met this guy last night when I got in, maybe 6 p.m. He disappeared once or twice, but you always came back. Got some water, and now he is hiking. It's gonna be at least 14 miles today. Crossed river crossings, steep trails, rocks, glaciers, some crevasses. And look at him, just too much love. He's all over me. Come on, let's go, come on, let's go. Finally back off those giant boulder fields of rocks that are just sliding all over the place, and to the glacier underneath it, and down to the use trail here. So, woo! So this should be a little faster going. Oh, that was tasty. I was really hungry. I couldn't resist the kubdari with trout, the local delicacy here, the little hiker's hut up there. It's like trout, kind of with this Georgian deep fried, salty, garlicky kind of bread that's all wrapped around it. Ooh, that was really good. Almost back to the village of Mazeri. Really been a fun day. 5 o'clock, nice full day. I started around 7. It is a misty morning here in Mazeri. Had a couple of nice nights stay at Peak Mazeri Guest House with Mormon, and I'm heading out to trek over towards Mesti today. We'll be going over Guli Pass. Hopefully we get some views, but for now it's super foggy out here in the early morning. It's 102 today in Sacramento back home, and it was probably a low of 41 or something last night, so nice to sleep when it's cool and ready to be out for another beautiful day out here on the trail. Up at 9,600 feet, got about 100 or 200 feet or more climbing left to get up to the big pass for the day. Woohoo! Ushguli Pass, yes! A lot of times out here it feels like the trail disappears with all the wildflowers. It is beautiful. It is definitely overgrown for nice long stretches out here. But the colors with all the wildflowers out here in July are absolutely spectacular. Gonna do a little bit more climbing to get up to Kurudi Lakes, one of the best short hikes outside of Mesti. From the lakes, I'm gonna have to drop over 4,000 feet here in under 4 miles. So it's gonna go straight downhill here all the way to Mesti. So one of the things that Georgia is famous for is its hospitality, for how kind it is to its guests.
Hi, I'm David. Brian is my new friend. This is very good person. I'm happy to meet Brian. I live in Mesti. I'm 52 years old. I like Mesti, I like mountains. And Brian like too. I hope our friendship. Georgia is very beautiful country, very hospitality people. Oh, 19.2.
Still far.
Adishi.
Still far.
Wow, Brian. You're very strong man, Brian.
Almost as strong as you.
You're walking very, very nice.
Thank you. Oh, that guy was great. David, he's a professor in Tbilisi, and he has a restaurant in Kiev in Ukraine. He's lived in Russia for 5 years, Ukraine for 25 years, and now he lives here between Mesti in the summertime and the winter when he comes up for holiday. Great guy, super positive, does 9 miles every single day. This is one of his 3 or 4 go-to routes, so one of my favorite things is to be with local people, especially people that are happy to share about their customs and their culture. And so he said when I come back to Mesti, I better call him so I can meet his family. So very sweet guy and really nice to start the day with some great company here. It started absolutely pouring, so I just ran towards the house. They let me come inside and sitting there for about 20 minutes till the rain stops. People are always looking to help you out. You know you're in a quiet corner of the world and you've been on a road for 20 minutes and you haven't heard one person or seen one car. I've left the string of little villages way down below and I've climbed all the way up here into the mist and clouds. I'm gonna head up towards the ski resort and then make my way over to Adishi. I'm at about 16 miles on the day here. I'm about 1 mile out from Adishi. The views are starting to open up. Thankfully the rain has held off, and look at the river just winding its way up the valley. Really pretty. Beautiful view here out the window of the guest house in Adishi. The places work like this. It is 25 lari, well it's about 3 to 1 for US dollars, so about $8 and change to stay here. Look at these views out the window. Really nice looking at one of these giant towers and the waterfall across the way. Good morning, it is 7 o'clock here on the dot. I left the village of Adishi just a little bit ago. I'm cruising along the trail here. Woke up to a rainy, cloudy morning, waited till it stopped raining. Oh, what a dinner last night. That was a load of food that the local family gave me and I slept really well. Well, I tried to find a way across, but that river was big this morning. it was raining, everything was super slick. I did not want to get washed downstream, so. So I forked out the 25 lari, which is about, what, $8 or $9 to get across. Everyone else was taking the horses as well, so rather be safe than sorry. And it was kind of fun taking that horse across the river. The water was deep. It was moving pretty quick. Oh, finally a few views opening up here of the enormous glacier straight back behind me. I've passed Iprari village where a lot of people stay on night 3 if they're gonna do it in 4 days. I've come all the way down to the main road, which goes up to Ushguli here, so just gonna be cruising up the road here for a while. So I've finally made it here to the end of the trek, Ushguli, supposedly the highest village in all of Europe. Having trekked all the way over from Mazeri to Ushguli, what a cool spot to be able to finish my trek here in northern Georgia in the Caucasus.